My name is Jess. I'm a mom of two daughters, 10 and 7. I live in San Diego with my husband, kids, and two dogs. I love camping, hiking, exploring, traveling, climbing, trying new things. So I initially decided to invest in nutrition coaching when I hit a wall with my own progress. I've always had a really steady gym routine. I've always had a pretty well-rounded diet, but I wasn't seeing any progress for all the work I felt like I was putting in. I had a number of surgeries in 2020 after confirming that I was a carrier of the BRCA1 gene. And those surgeries put my body in immediate and premature menopause. And between that and entering my 40s and my late 30s, I found that my workouts weren't making me stronger. They weren't changing my body composition in ways that I wanted. I wanted to learn more about how to build my muscle, how to lose fat in a healthy way, tweak my diet so that I could feel stronger, could feel more confident for the long term. I also really felt like I wanted to make a good example for my girls. I don't want them obsessing over their bodies, good food, bad food. They hear it everywhere, they see it all the time. I just wanted them to understand food as fuel and a resource to nourish themselves. So I didn't want to continue to try restrictive diets and calorie counting practices when nothing is sustainable. I just spent way too much time obsessing over it. I felt like it wasn't getting me anywhere. And I didn't want to pass that on to my kids. So I just felt like I needed to learn how to do this in a way that didn't take over my life. It was maintainable with my busy schedule, and also worked for my family because we eat together every night and we eat at home all the time. And I've spent a lot of years thinking, reading a website or a blog and being like, I can do this. And then nothing was changing. And I think I was just getting really fed up. And I realized that I had to learn something from someone who knew more than me. And I had to trust a process.
What progress are you most proud of making?
I feel like there's a lot of things that have made me feel really proud after going through this process. I think the overall thing is just the feeling of freedom I have. I'm not thinking about it all the time. I think so much of my life was focused on how much was I eating because I didn't want the number to change, or thinking too much about how this one meal made me feel. Just really spending time learning and understanding how all the different metrics really matter. It's not only just how much you weigh and how much that can change in even a day. My mental health has improved a lot because I'm not thinking about this stuff as negatively. I'm able to really think about it more from a perspective that allows me to think more clearly about it. And then also now I feel like I have tools if after a number of days I still feel like I'm off and I know what to do now. I have resources to sort of support myself so that I don't have to live in this sort of up and down world anymore. I just like being able to feed my body in a way that it feels good. And I like being able to teach my kids how to do that. I like being able to make choices for our meal planning that are not just supporting my goals, but are also healthy for my whole family. I just feel like the freedom overall has been the greatest part of this journey. I think also actually learning how to take vacations. I do a lot of camping trips. We do a lot of like traveling and being able to feel confident when you're out of your routine. Just kind of almost having those unhinged weeks and having crazy chaos, unexpected things happen, learning how to navigate that and still be able to make smart choices, doing your best with what you have. Those are sort of some pivotal things that I think I learned. There were no rules, really. I think that every diet you try, I've tried Whole 30s, done these juice cleanses. I mean, it's a great way to feel like you reset your system, but it's not a sustainable way to live. And I think what working together has helped me realize is that you don't have to restrict anything. You just have to be mindful or thoughtful about the choices you make. Because you should do that with anything you do because it's how it makes your body feel. Not subscribing to so many rules about what is a breakfast food or when is breakfast, or eating 100 extra calories one day means you should eat certain number of calories the next day. Just thinking about the rules so rigidly and not doing that anymore and just thinking of it from a more holistic approach. I feel much more empowered with not having the rules.
To the person listening to you right now thinking, oh, I would love to be stronger and I would love to eventually, have this healthy relationship with food that doesn't force me to think about eating all the time or what I'm eating or how many calories it is or what punishing exercise I have to do tomorrow to make up for the ice cream I had with my kids today. I want to go through a fat loss phase and not feel like I'm hating my life. What do you think would have been helpful to hear?
I think there's two things that would have been helpful. The first is that you're not supposed to spend your whole life dieting. It's like it never occurred to me, but that's so obvious. Like you're not supposed to spend your whole life trying to change your body. You're supposed to spend your life enjoying your life and loving the body you're in. And so in order to do that, you have to treat it right. It just never occurred to me that there was ever a choice besides dieting, or not dieting necessarily, but like restricting calories or restricting food or whatever it is that you do to kind of keep yourself in that bubble that you're in. The other thing is to remind myself or to anybody that an investment in yourself is always worth it. It is an investment. It is a commitment to choose to change a lifestyle. It is such a valuable investment of your time, of your money, of your energy. It taught me a lot about myself, my habits. It allows me to spend less time thinking about things that aren't worth thinking about and more time being a better mom or a better partner to my husband, a better person to myself. It gave me a lot of time back. You have to put in time and energy and sometimes some money in order to achieve a goal or make a change for the better. And you're the best thing to invest in.
I just want to say thank you for letting me join you on this journey.
Well, thank you so much for giving me all these wonderful tools. I feel like a whole new person and completely empowered to just live my life. And that is really huge. So appreciate you too.